even if it was recording, I could just edit that.
I was like, yeah, I don't care about
So.
So I'm assuming we're on because I see record now.
Right, it's recording now.
What's up, YouTube land? I always wanted to do that, and it's out there. Have fun.
I'm ready.
Don't edit that out.
I'm gonna put that in there, but
don't edit that out. That'll make me very happy, man. But I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm a mere guest.
Oh, okay. So what's going on, you guys? So after discussing that topic with you guys a little bit, I wanted to expound upon it with someone else in the area. So like, I didn't want to just like, I didn't want it to just be me and you. Like, I wanted to bring someone else in so like, just bounce some ideas off of. Maybe I'm crazy,
Yes.
So,
complete madness.
So I've already discussed with my friend here, my friend Torran, by the way, Torran. And so basically, we're just here to kind of discuss what we've already talked about. So, just if you missed the first part of the video, I don't know how you missed the first part of the video before you got to this part of the video, but just as a quick recap, what we're discussing is whether or not you should tip if the tip is not really necessary. Like, if your server didn't do much, do they need more than that $2.75 that they get an hour? Like, if you're not there more than 5 minutes, $2.75 sounds adequate to me. So,
well, that's a difficult question to answer. It is and it isn't, because one, I'm not a server. I've worked in the food industry, and I've talked to people who are servers, and to my understanding, for those that are out there that know better, please correct me in the comments, but they have to cover a portion of the dining experience. I don't know the exact name of it or whatever it is, but usually when they do a cash out, there's an itemized receipt of whatever they owe, and part of that percentage that they have to give to the restaurant at the end of the night is calculated with that. So that's why, I don't know when it started with the whole tipping concept, whatever time frame of year, whatever that happened, but that's what that's about. And you can't really live off $2.75. I want you to work for $2.75 an hour and see how that works out.
I mean,
yes, get a better job. I get that. I see that coming, but sometimes when you're like, all right, I fucked up my life. This is the job I got now. So
I mean, it doesn't even have to necessarily be I fucked up my life. Like, maybe this is your first job. Like, maybe you're 16, you waiting tables and whatnot. You just kind of like, working off tips. Maybe you went to IHOP and lady liked your face and he was like, all right, let's bring you on, motherfucker. Let's just go do this. But I mean, that's not a hidden fee or charge. Like, it is. Like, that you was gonna have to pay out to
experienced servers know that, yes, and I would assume, keyword is assume, because I don't know for sure, because I've never been a server, that they would give you that in their training. Keyword is assume.
I'm sure it's in your contract. Now, whether or not you read the contract, that's a whole nother story.
That could be the case. Again, because I don't know for sure, I'm not going to just say, yes, that's how it works. But I'm pretty sure that's how that's supposed to go.
I mean, and that's fine. And for the most part, I'm speaking on the scenario that I described before where, it's just kind of like, hey, I want this food, bring it to me, here's my money. Like, I don't even need you here, go away. Like, just give me the food here.
And then that's that. Because sometimes when you're sitting at the table, I know it's their job, they train you to do these type of things, and they're ingrained into the server's mind that you need to be friendly and always there. But sometimes, stop filling up my goddamn drink.
Exactly.
I'm thirsty. I'm not that thirsty. I'm trying to eat my food. Want something else? I really don't want anything else. My bladder can't contain this.
Exactly. And it's something like that. So when the server's only responsibility is to fill your drink up with water. Like, let's say you go out to a buffet. Like, the guy lets you in, they take your drink orders, and then you go get your own food. What am I leaving a tip for? I went and got the food my goddamn self. So now what?
I don't have an answer for that. That's a good question. I mean, I tip because for the most part, it doesn't really bother me too much. I guess it's maybe what I was taught. I mean, maybe not necessarily what I was taught. It's something that I've gravitated towards, and it stuck with me. So it doesn't really bother me too much. It just, and I was like, oh my God, I got a tip.
Right.
Oh, my soul is leaving me. But no, it's just, all right. And I also look at it as a sort of a kind of a pay it forward type deal. I believe I've been studying the concept of law and attraction type stuff and things of that nature. So I don't mind tipping. It just further reinforces those things that I have read about that. So to me, yeah, well, I mean, it's not like I'm giving thousands of dollars away. So, or
not all at once.
Point taken. I won't argue with that. I won't
not
argue
all
with
at
that.
once.
Not all at once. So I see your point.
Yeah.
I think you should tip. I'm not going to say by all means you better tip. I mean, some places require that you do such a thing, or they have a gratuity fee attached to your bill.
Well, I mean, but see, that's in the bill. You can't get away from that. You can't say I only want to pay this amount of the bill. That's there. You paid it already.
Right.
You paid me what I owe, and at that point, I'm not tipping you shit else. You put it in the bill. I'm not giving you extra gratuity. I'm not that gracious. So
that's fine. If you're not that gracious and you don't want to do it, you know whose money it is? Your money.
Exactly.
Don't give it to them.
And like in the last piece, now, I'm not saying that every time I go somewhere, I know exactly what I want because I'm a very confusing person.
He is. I've been out to eat with this man. I want all of that, but minus these 7 things in that. It comes pre-mixed. Can you make it happen?
I mean, you know, that is a legit question to me. Can you still do it? Like, it comes pre-mixed. Somebody here had to fucking mix it, or it's nasty. Therefore, no, I'm joking. But, but in some situations,
J-Masters, everybody. Fucking
I mean,
J-Masters.
look, I've been places
Wait,
where
is this videos for children or is this?
I'm not a PG channel.
I was just making sure. You may have changed some things before. Since I. Oh no.
Oh no.
Well, in that case, this motherfucker right here.
Just the last little bit, like I've been places where I didn't like anything on the menu, but I liked the setup of the place, and so I just asked the guy to kind of just make me something on the fly, and at which point I damn sure tipped because he just kind of made up some shit to my request.
And it was good.
And it was fucking delicious. Like you can't argue with some shit like that. The server comes like the chef or the server deal with like this, ridiculous ass customer, and they delivered. They deserve a tip because that shit was not out. That was outside of their job description. Like here's what we had. Like they give you a menu for a reason. This is what we're ready to make right now. Now you want me to improvise on some shit. Now I gotta clean out a completely different spot for you on the grill or the stove or whatever else.
It depends. Flat top grill, broiler. Depends
whatever
on
utensils you're using to cook my goddamn food, you had to clean that or have that like separated from everything else.
You got to do some work.
Right.
I got you.
What? I think I'll leave that in there too. But the long story short, I mean, if your server don't do shit, what am I tipping you for? And that's basically what I'm getting at.
And I can understand that. Now, I can't speak for all restaurant establishments, but for the few that I have worked at, I'm not gonna say they have it easier. They have their areas of difficulty are in different aspects. Now, for the people that work in the back of the house, or sometimes called the heart of the house, the cooks or whatever, you worked at a restaurant, you had to deal with fire before. It's not fun, is it?
I know.
No, that's why you're not there anymore.
No, that's right. I burned myself 3 times on that. I worked there for 4 days. Burned myself 3 times, and I was like, goodbye. This is bullshit. I don't like burning myself. That was my conclusion to like, I'm in a job I don't like. I quit. Let's go get a new job with no fire. McDonald's has fire. I'm going to Subway. Goodbye. They just got a toaster.
I understand that. So our stress, for people that work in that, our stress is, obviously dealing with heat. The occasional times you would have, if a gas leak or anything, and when those do happen, not too often. When you're dealing with fire or whatever, those are hazards that may come about. It doesn't happen like, oh my God, it's a gas leak again, or some stupid shit. But dealing with hot stuff, cleaning, maintaining, and things of that nature, you gotta have a steady hand and gotta know what the fuck you're doing. Don't fuck yourself up. Sharp knives and shit. Handling food presentation.
Yeah, I've worked in kitchens like that.
Right. So little things of that nature. Our stuff is immediately there. We make depending on where you're going, for the most part, 70% of the business sales comes from us. Anywhere between 70 and 80%. The other stuff is drinks and whatever the fuck else they may have. But food is the main thing.
Right.
So for the servers rather, so their main thing is customer service. Now we've all worked with customers before in some shape, form, or fashion. And we have some great customers, and then we have some assholes out there. And we're not talking about the customers that know what they want in their particular and don't have a problem voicing that opinion in a respectful but yet direct manner. We're talking about those assholes. We all know who they are. We all know who they are. We can't say it according to whatever company or restaurant or job we're working for. You got to smile, grin, and bear more or less. But you know who the fuck you are. You know who you are. Stop it. Stop it. Be nice. Stop. But
Yeah.
So I mean, they have to deal with that, and you know, some people are just unnecessary. They're just unnecessary. And if the back of the house or the cooks mess up the order, they're the face that they have to go out there and deal with that. I mean, yes, you have supervisors and managers, but before that happens, they're the ones who got to deal with that. I don't know how you feel. If somebody cuss me out, you only got too many F's and B's before, all right, bitch. You go ahead and put that on back before I put it back for you. And I ain't talking about putting it back in the kitchen. So they have to deal with that. So it's kind of for that. It kind of helps ease that, you know, tension that they have to deal with, and whatever other legal ramifications that goes along with the whole worker job thing. I don't know. I'm not a server, so I don't know. I just don't know.
Well, this has been our opinions on things, and so that's that. If you enjoyed today's conversation, let us know in the comment section below. Or if you have a different opinion, let me know in the comment section below. Whether you agreed, disagreed, hated it, I don't give a fuck. Let me know. I'll talk to you guys next time. Peace.